Peace, fam. It's Divine Understanding, Born Alarm. I'll let at you, yo. Listen, I just want to say one more thing on that power refinement. You know, because I'm looking at degrees and I'm saying in the build to destroy degree in the alphabet you have he or her. He who's God, she who's earth, the planet. Learn about the gods on earth and teach them at birth. Now, in power refinement, you got power or refinement. So power would be like someone moving. He who is God, who's the power of this nation, and she who is earth, who is the refinement of this nation. Because we put our wisdom, ourselves, the mind, cycle master in refinement, or she puts herself in refinement, or her father puts her in refinement, or God puts her in refinement. You know what I'm saying? Maybe her mother might even put her in refinement because she would be refined. You know what I'm saying? So just like at one time it was a law in the gods, you know, or it was a law in his 5%. And we wasn't calling ourselves gods, a nation of gods and earth all the time. That came through growth and development. And I remember at one time the God was telling me, Messiah was telling me, at one time there wasn't no earth in the nation, you know, as far as the young gods was concerned. They didn't have an earth. They might have had a wisdom, something like that, or a girlfriend, or whatever the case may be, but there wasn't no actual earths in the nation beside the earths that were like with the father at his age group. Maybe they was NOI or MGT or GCC, and they came out with the father, whatever the case may be. But basically what I'm saying is, why would you want to cut the earth out of our nation? You know, if we power and we powerful and they're refined and refinement, why would you say that the only way you would be able to have refinement is if you're trying to make a homo? There's no homos in our nation. We don't deal with he cipher, master cipher, gayism, man and on man and woman on woman. We don't deal with that. So that shouldn't even came up. That was like a monkey wrench in the mathematical equation of the science of power and refinement. Refinement is referring to the wisdom, myself, divine type of master. To me, how I see it, like my power, I'm powerful. My name is powerful, and my wisdom is named refinement. You telling me that ain't right and exact? You know what I'm saying? Just like you could build or destroy. Or, meaning that 33, meaning that it could be either or. So it could either be power or refinement. Just like it could be culture or freedom. It could be, you know, he or her. You know, like that. So, you know, and then it seems like to me that refinement, you know what I'm saying? Refinement could be how you manifest your wisdom to resurrect the mentally dead who are women. Let's face the fact, there's women in our nation, and I just don't think that we would be as powerful as a nation as we are now if we like get rid of our women who are the refinement of our nation. You know, and I ain't saying that you can't manifest your mathematics as just power. If that's what you want to do. With God, you can do what you want to do. You know, inside of the realm and the rules and regulations and laws of our nation. But if you go before the 5% nation, if you go in front of the rally and you say, I see today's mathematics as power refinement. Power is the truth and origin only means up refinement for the goal according to truth and make yourself known again. Use the power to resurrect the mentally dead from their present state of underwhelming thinking with yourself. It's not going to be a problem with that. If you get in front of the rally and you say, I see today's mathematics as power, cipher, wisdom, equality, rule, show, improve, God, show, improve, knowledge, culture, which come back to be the what, the power. There won't be a problem with that either. The problem is when you're trying to tell people they need to take refinement out of their lessons. That's when you get a problem. Or, you know what I'm saying, if you're trying to tell them their degree is wrong and yours is right. But that's the way they got it from their enlightenment, and that's the way it's at the school. If we go to a law school right now, you telling me nobody in the law school got power refinement? Nobody in Medina got power refinement in their lessons. That's the question. You know, how many people you quote the understanding God degree, the understanding build and destroy degree, and the understanding equality degree, because those degrees manifest themselves together. How many people manifest those degrees and they all sound the same? So now once they expound on them and build on them, that's when you get the difference. I'm building on that too, because that all go together. You know, since that subject matter keeps coming up. I mean, I hate going over the same subject over and over and over again, but it just keeps coming up. So I keep building on it. You know, as long as it come up, I'ma say something about it. You know what I'm saying? As long as somebody keeps saying it shouldn't be power of refinement, I'ma say it should be power of refinement, because that's how I got it. You know what I'm saying? And as long as somebody say, you know what I'm saying, that they shouldn't be Earth, I'm going to say they should be Earth. Because Earth is like Mother Nature. You know what I'm saying? The womb, the universe, wisdom knowledge. You and I versed of what? The devil. Now, on another note, there's a lot of important things that we need to do as a nation. So now I'm going to go on to the next level. You know what I'm saying? As a nation, we got a few things that we need to do. Like, we need to pull our resources. We need to stop asking the devil permission to do certain things, like marriage and shit like that. You shouldn't have to ask the European to be able to marry your woman. That's like crazy. How you go out body and you asking him for permission to be with her? That doesn't make sense to me. I don't bear witness to going to the judge and asking him for permission to be with my woman. You know what I'm saying? Make your own paperwork up. You know, get your own 7 times 3 witnesses. You know what I'm saying? Do that shit like that, you know. What other subject matter? Oh, when you get your paycheck and you want to do things with, like, saving money. So, saving Federal Reserve notes is not really, you know, the right and exact thing to do. The right and exact thing to do would be able to turn it into something tangible. Like, buy silver bullion, buy gold bullion. I mean, gold bullion is a little more expensive, but you could still buy them silver dollars and stack those. Those will be worth, those have intrinsic value. They'll be worth more than paper money. If you take some paper money and stack it into a waterproof seal and sink it on a ship and pull it up 100 years later, it probably won't be worth anything besides maybe a collector or something. But at the same note, if you had a ship full of silver and gold, you wouldn't even have to seal it, and it sank into the ocean. You pull it up 100 years later, it'd be worth a lot of money. So think in those concepts. So from there, I'm gonna say peace of the nation of God. So divine understanding upon Allah, your brethren. Much love.